New details are being revealed about the alleged criminal activity taking place inside of Zips sports grills across the valley. Welcome everyone to 12 News at 1. I'm Tram Mai. Homeland Security Investigations says workers at Zips were using stolen identities and knew they had no legal ability to work in the U.S. 12 News journalist Sean Rice is here. And Sean, you've spent the morning reviewing court documents. What do they say? Yeah, these court documents are pretty explosive, answering a lot of questions we've had for 3 days now, ever since these search warrants were executed on Monday. But court documents call this a years-long scheme by Zips management to skirt our country's employment laws and hire dozens of undocumented workers using stolen identities. In response, the execution of search warrants at all 14 Zips locations on Monday, multiple people are now facing criminal charges, employees, and someone described as a kitchen supervisor who allegedly orchestrated this entire scheme. Homeland Security Investigations says they received a tip in February of last year, 2025, that all 14 Zip Sports Grill locations were knowingly hiring people who were not in the country legally and did not have authorization to work in the U.S. This tip claimed that workers were using fraudulent IDs and social security cards and somehow were passing through Arizona's E-Verify system, which is supposed to vet someone's ability to work legally. Employment records found 76 employees at Zips whose social security numbers were linked to multiple employers. In some cases, as many as 42 different employers had one single employee using that same social security number. Just completely insane. Investigators arrested Diego Gonzalez Rosales, the alleged ringleader of this scheme, who would hire these illegal workers, assigning them false names and stolen IDs. He and at least 2 other employees now face charges related to identity theft and putting false information on employment forms. Now, Homeland Security Investigation says 39 people in total were taken into custody at Zips locations all across the valley on Monday. It's unclear how many are facing criminal charges for identity theft and how many are in custody because they are in the U.S. illegally. 2 differences there. There is no word on if any of the owners of Zips are facing any kind of criminal charges yet. 4 Zips locations are now open, with more expected to open this weekend, Tram. Wow, Sean, that is explosive and shocking that it's not just the workers busted, but also the managers who shared the same social security number. What about the E-Verify system? Why wasn't that working and being used?
This E-Verify system has been around for over a decade. A lot of states have it, Arizona being one of those. Again, you're supposed to submit these I-9 documents through E-Verify. It's a state system that's supposed to vet whether this person has authorization to work in the U.S. I think the reason they were able to skirt it is because they were using social security numbers of U.S. citizens. So the E-Verify system was thinking these are U.S. citizens. It talks about in court documents that it was a Caucasian male's name, but it was a Hispanic worker clearly using this fraudulent ID and fraudulent social security number. So it appears as though there needs to be an overhaul of our E-Verify system, if anything else.
Definitely sounds like it. Sean, thank you.